Hey, folks, welcome back. We're all here, all of us. For anybody new,
Yay.
Beth in the upper left, Jennifer bottom left, Cindy bottom right. I'm Gary. If there's anybody new, looks like everybody's freezing their butts on the out. Well, everybody, yeah, this whole country's freezing. So,
hmm
um,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, it's windy here. Windy and cold.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's either cold or on fire. Boy, I feel bad for the California
Oh,
people
I
too,
know.
man.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's
You know, and the
the
the thing that
worst.
that sticks in my craw every time that we hear about that, because that's all celebrities and TV, and that's easy to hype up. But I just think about all the people back in the East in North Carolina who are still, they're still trying to. I mean, entire towns got washed down the river, and that's just
Yeah.
forgotten because now the new thing. And
Well, the thing is that it takes years to recover from these kinds of disasters. I
yeah,
mean, last year, was it last year that Lahaina burned in Hawaii?
yeah, yep,
Last year or the year
And
before?
I just saw
Something.
something about their recovery and how slow it's going.
hmm
It takes years.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
Mhm.
And it's
Absolutely.
hard when there's a new disaster coming along, it seems like every other month. It's hard to remember
yeah.
those people that are still struggling to
Right.
recover from their disaster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, and you're right. The first images that I saw of the fires in L.A. is immediately it reminded me of the Hawaii thing where that fire just
Mhm.
right to the
Mhm.
ground, that whole town. Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
Yeah.
and you think, well, gosh, it's in the city, the firefighters should be able to manage it. But
mm,
I was listening to, I don't know, I think it was probably NPR, and they were talking about this and the difference between wildfires in forests and fighting those as opposed to structural fires in a city. And the firefighters are trained totally differently. And the systems in the city are not made to fight multiple building fires in a
right.
block.
Yeah,
They're meant for one house or one building or whatever.
yeah,
Mm.
And so, when you start thinking about it like that, you think, oh, well, okay, that makes sense.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. A good piece on Comedy Central, the their news type show, Jon Stewart's Monday Night, really put
Hmm.
the perspective on it. But it's like they need to do more forest management. And then he was showing the raging fire and 80-mile-an-hour winds. He says, rake yourself out of that one. It doesn't. You can't. You can't
Hmm.
control something like that. And
No.
I was listening to the fire chief today, the president of the Firemen's Association, and he's right. Fires in California have been part of history. From
Hmm.
day one. It's just the way it
Well,
is
some trees actually need it to
right,
grow. The redwoods and
right.
stuff, they need fire to open the cones to germinate the
Yeah,
seeds. It's
Hmm. And
you know,
not just trees. There's a lot of plants that need fire
right.
to help their seeds
and
open
animals
too.
too. Yeah.
Yeah,
The,
Hmm.
yeah. We're the ones that plopped millions of people in the in the landscape. Because here
Right.
in the Midwest, it's not uncommon in the summer for them to burn large tracts of land to make new growth come up.
mhm.
That's common all the time, but it's
Right.
controlled and done on calm days. But uh,
You hope.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I always think that's gutsy when they go out to those dry fields and just torch them, and then those guys are going to keep it from getting out of control. It's like, man, you got to have some training for that. Um,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, yep,
Yeah.
Yeah, Sandy, I've been thinking about this the same thing. What would you take? And actually, I've seen two or three different lists on social media about what you should have prepared that you can grab. And of course, it's all your important documents and blah 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 blah. They don't say anything about needlework.
yeah. I've wondered about that too, because I suppose that you're supposed to have some kind of a go bag
Hmm.
at the ready all the time, so you can bolt at a moment's notice. And I don't know if those fire boxes that you buy if those actually do hold up in a fire like that. I have no idea. That you.
Oh, like the fire safe?
Yeah, I
Hmm.
don't know.
Yeah. I
I
have
don't
an
know either.
old one that I bought back when I was like 22 and I went out on my own. I have a safe from
It
that
probably would
long
hold
ago.
up. That one probably would hold up compared to today's. It would probably.
Maybe, I don't know. It's heavy.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
really
Let's
heavy,
hope
but
let's hope you don't ever have to find out.
Yep.
I know,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't
That's something that
volunteer for
freaks
that.
me out.
Don't volunteer. No. Well, you know, yeah. I mean, you just hope that everything can get settled down out there. That's tough.
Right.
Hmm.
Hmm.
And
Absolutely.
firefighters doing all they can. But, when they can't even fly the helicopters to spray the stuff because it's so windy. And I've been out there. I used to have to go to California all the time, and I've been out there a couple times when those Santa Ana winds are blowing, and they're no joke. Man,
Oh,
those
really?
things, holy smokes. That's,
Wow.
I mean, it's serious wind, and it's not gusty or anything. It is just steady wall of wind all the time. It was a real experience first time I encountered that. Yeah,
Wow.
let's see here. We're gonna go to a more positive thing.
So
This
sweet.
is our new granddaughter, Vivian L.
Cute
ELLE.
name.
Vivian L.
That's pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Born on the 9th, 8 pound 8 ounces, 19 and a half inches. I wrote that all down because, not to be sexist, but women always want to know the details. So, 8 pound 8
Yeah.
ounce, 19 and a half inches. Apparently, according to our son Kevin, Michelle had enough. Kevin's wife, our daughter-in-law, she'd had enough, and she looked down and gave Vivian a get out notice, and then within a couple of days she got out. So it was
Oh,
an eviction notice. Kevin said she paid
oh
attention
my
to the eviction
goodness.
notice, and but apparently
That's
everything went
funny.
well. It was
Oh, that's
fairly
good.
quick, just a couple 3 hours, and she was born. So.
So is it the sister of the other grandchild? The one that just had the birthday in January?
Yeah, Brooklyn.
So they're both January
Right.
babies.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
January of 4 and 9. Yeah,
Oh my
yeah,
goodness.
yep. Yeah, this is both of these are IVF babies.
Oh,
This
really?
is yeah,
Oh, wow.
we don't know how many times, but I have a sense it was more than a couple that Michelle miscarried.
Hmm.
And
Oh,
just couldn't get
yeah.
it to go, and so they had to go IVF, and got both of them. So now they
Wow.
have their family because of IVF, and
Nice.
science to the rescue.
Hmm.
Cool thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and sit down with Michelle. I hope someday I can do it because I want to learn the science behind it. I understand how it gets done, but I want to know from a mother perspective what you go through.
Mm.
From a biology perspective, and how that goes on.
Think
But
lots of shots and not feeling good
yeah, I
and
want to know all that. I want to know all that, what it was. But apparently, and this was a surprise to me, apparently they were given the choice: do you want a boy or a girl?
oh wow. Well,
I
yeah,
didn't. I didn't know that. That's why I want to know the
that
science
they could
behind it.
select.
Yeah. So and they wanted to have 2 girls, so they said we want a girl, and they got a girl, and that's what
Nice.
they implanted was a girl. So
Mm.
it's amazing. It's just amazing.
Hmm.
Yep. So now 2 healthy daughters on one end and 2 healthy boys on the other end.
Wow.
And those boys are healthy, let me tell you. Oh,
Keep Grandpa on his toes.
oh yeah. Yep. Now they're good kids, but I'll tell you, they are 2 boys, 9 and 7. They are full of the energy. Yep.
Yeah.
All
Yeah. Keeping
right.
you hopping.
Yep. So a week from Saturday, Margaret gets to go see Vivian, and then I'm driving several days later to see her and spend a little time. So, yep. Yep.
Nice.
So pretty proud of that. Yay.
Yay.
Let's see. Yep. Thanks to everybody for the kind words. Appreciate it. I didn't get. Oh, an arson. Oh my! An arsonist set their garage on fire. Oh, many years ago.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
goodness.
yeah.
Not good.
No.
Robin says they rated for about 5 hours. Well, those fires raced through faster than that. So, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm sure Jennifer, yours is probably probably the best fire safe box because it was made out of 4-inch steel and welded to
I know. It's like, this size.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little
Yeah.
it's like a file cabinet.
and weighs a ton. Yeah.
It
Yeah.
does. It's very heavy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. I have no doubt. Yep. So Sunday's show is Melissa Galbraith, and well, I'm not even going to say it was really great because it was. We really had a great time. Melissa's an
neat.
embroiderer, and she has 2 books out, and her newest book is Beth. Is it coming out or is it out? I forget.
It's out. It's out.
Oh, that's
It's
right. 'Cause
out.
you have it. You have a copy. Hello.
I have a copy right here.
So, and it's all about embroidering shoes. And this is her work.
Oh,
Yes.
wow.
Look at that.
So cool.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I'd be afraid to wear them anywhere.
You know.
I know.
But
Yeah.
yeah, but we talked a little bit about that, and she does wear hers, and she lives in the out in Washington, where it rains.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh yeah, that's right.
There's-
You had the book. So yeah.
so there it is. And I did a quick peruse through. So it starts with easier projects and moves to more difficult ones. And it's just, let's see. Yeah. Yeah, it does have a snake in there. Can you see the snake one? The
Oh,
green
yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But so it's kind of nice though, because then if you're just starting out, it's and you want to try it, the first one is the easiest. It's that cloudburst one, but she has like stitches, that you use, hints. Let's see, but this one with the orcas.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
She used
I don't know.
a cruel needle.
I think she said a long darning needle, because you've got to go through a lot, and that and you want it to be long so you can poke through. But I think she says she uses a variety of for shoes. Darning needles are the most effective for the thicker fabrics.
Uses Jennifer needles, long, curved, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, she does,
And-
and it's in curved too. I bet it's helpful too.
Yeah, well,
And
she
sharp.
said the ones were the deck shoes where she embroidered the toe box.
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, then she said she was using a curved needle to be able to manipulate in there. But
Right.
yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, I have some pliers coming, so I can pull them out because I have shoes. That need
Yeah,
to be
that's
embroidered.
right. Oh, good. I'm glad you have them
I was
with it.
gonna
So
say.
Beth's gonna take a run at it with these shoes.
Yep.
Don't you think,
pliers
just
and a good
some
thimble.
dates on these, and then, well, and even here's some flowers, these pinky things. I bet I would have some light
Mhm.
pink beads or something. Oh, the inserts are using for the eyeglasses. Inserts for the eyeglasses. I don't know what you talked about.
Zoriana, you're gonna have to help us there. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't either.
but anyway,
Yeah,
that's
So you're just going to
I'll take
embroider
the
over the patchwork?
right.
Okay.
I mean, and then I just think that would look cute. They're a little
It would.
thicker, so I'm definitely thinking the pliers are going to be a necessary.
Mhm.
But these shoes
And
are
a
very
thimble for
comfortable. So
pushing.
yes. Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So
Don't
that's
poke a hole
the
through your finger.
Right.
I've done that. It hurts.
oh, and so
But then you just
so
keep
have I.
going, and then you do it again, and you're like, ow, and you keep going.
Just
I
try to
know.
hit a different
Actually,
spot.
I go grab a Band-Aid. I put a Band-Aid on it, and I think Why don't you go grab your thimble, you idiot?
Oh, I was looking at a uh, shop website today, and their newest thing is thimble. They call it thimble tape. You know what it is? It's that tape they wrap around your arm, when you get blood work. And they
Oh.
have rolls in like pink and gold and fun colors, and you just wrap a few layers of that around your fingers instead of using a thimble or something. And
That's
Oh,
it,
kind of a
I,
good
I mean,
idea
yeah,
because
and
then
it's
it won't
supposedly
flick
it's
off.
it's puncture resistant
Yeah,
apparently.
because those little thimble tab things, they're great
Yep.
at first, but then after a while they start sliding around.
Uh-huh.
So, because I've used those.
well, she mentioned
Yeah.
putting. She had little rubber things that went on the tips because she talked more about pushing and pulling
Yeah,
than.
you use those little finger cots that
Yeah,
you can
let's
get
let's
at the
all do this together. Let's all do
And
this
I
together
actually I have
because.
I found one. I found one in my I have some in my cooking drawer from when I think it was like I was canning jalapenos or something, and I needed
Mm,
something to keep my
Oh.
fingers from burning. I think
Mm-hmm.
that's what I had them for. But
yeah.
I didn't want to use them for my stitching, so I have to get different ones because I'm sure they have something on I don't want to share.
Jalapeno oil. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
my
nothing I want.
goodness.
Oh, but here's the other book too. She sent me the other book, which I thought was really pretty, interesting. Again, talking about fabric and pattern and textile. And I like the one with the mushrooms on it.
Oh yeah,
But
cool.
it's
That's on
again,
clothing.
yeah, you could put it on clothing. Wouldn't that be fun?
Mhm.
But this is just in hoops, and it's just she talks about, um,
Oh, okay.
but wouldn't that be fun on the back of a jacket
Mhm.
with
She
some
does do a lot
fabric?
of clothing embroidery, Cindy. A lot of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Because after a while, you only have so much wall space, and it's expensive to frame. So let's do wearable art.
Just goes to show you that everything comes around again. I did a whole lot of surface embroidery on shirts in the 70s, I want to say,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and on my jeans. And,
Hmm. Hmm. I did too. I
Took
did too.
took 50 years, but we're back.
yeah.
I can't fit in those jeans. I don't even know where they are, but
Oh God, no, they're long gone.
Yeah. But that's, there's something that tape you talked about, Cindy. Now there's one of those things where that you can go into a needlework shop and get it in needlework packaging and probably pay 3 times what it costs, at Walgreens for the same stuff. Just it's pink or gold or
Or
something.
or even better, go to someplace like Tyson's. I don't know how far Tyson's is around the country, but it's a kind of a hardware-ish store. It's not like Lowe's or Menards as far as hardware, but it's like a farm supply. They have veterinary supplies, and
Oh,
Oh.
veterinarians use this tape too. And it comes in lots of different widths. Somebody at one point in time had suggested using it as kind of a grime guard around the edges of your canvas,
oh,
and it works
Hmm.
okay. The wide stuff, as long as you get enough so that it can really stick to itself really well. But Kathy, with something like this tape, you don't need to put it on just one finger. You can put it on as many fingers as you need, so that if you switch between your index finger and your middle finger, they're both protected.
yeah.
right, right.
And what do they call it? What kind of tape?
It,
Um,
now I
I
forget.
probably have some because the company my
Because
husband used to work for made it.
Oh,
hmm
I should like it's
uh,
got a name. I could run out and ask Max. He'd probably
yeah,
know
yeah,
because
yeah. That would help. Yeah,
let me
yeah,
go
I
ask him.
I don't remember what
Looks
it's
through.
called,
yeah,
but yeah, you're right. He will.
yeah. He'll
Hold on.
know. 3M is the company. It's okay to promote it. It's not a mystery.
Yeah.
But yeah, so she's pretty cool, Melissa Galbraith. That was quite a thing, quite a conversation with her. And the shoes she showed, well, the two pictures and then, but the boat shoes, where she's got it on the sides and then on the top of the toe, and ocean theme to it, and octopus and stuff, and it's really cool stuff.
Oh, neat.
Vet wrap here. Margaret is beating Beth
Oh.
to it. Vet wrap.
Mhm.
Because also that it's like that stretchy stuff that sticks to itself. Then, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That stuff, or I thought that other tape was stronger and thicker and
Oh,
not stretchy.
I hear Beth coming back. So
Yeah.
for dogs, we call it vet wrap.
He didn't manufacture it, but we had some.
Oh,
Oh,
No.
And he's
Yeah.
looking at I keep calling it Coban, and that's what I thought it was called, but this is what it is. You wrap it around and it self-sticks on itself.
Is it thick?
It's not very thick. It's thin. You can see it through it.
Oh, that stuff will block a needle? I don't
If you
know
wrapped
about
enough
that.
times.
Yeah.
Well, that's a bit overkill. I don't know.
It's called Coban. Coban.
Okay.
C-O-B.
Well,
Yeah.
that's
Coban wrap.
I think it was Brooklyn Haberdashery. Uh-huh.
try and jab
It's not
yourself, Beth.
sticking. Where's my needle?
Come
It's
on,
not
take one for
sticking
the
so
team,
well.
Beth.
I think
Come
this
on.
is this might be a little old, so it might not be sticking so well. But I would just stick a piece of tape on it
Yeah.
because I have tape too.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure that's what they were. I mean, that's what it looked like. I mean, it was kind of nubbly and just sticks to itself.
Yeah.
They showed,
Right.
2 or 3 of them fingers
There.
wrapped with it.
Margaret
this is-
says Amazon has a couple of brands. She calls it vet wrap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Conan wrap, vet wrap. Okay.
Yeah.
Co-band, whatever.
Okay. Cling.
Oh,
That's a
Well,
bit.
these
What?
these are
Oh,
just cheap readers because
Oh. Oh,
that's what she was
the
asking
Beth
about.
system. The Beth system for stitching. Oh, that's a
Mhm.
that's a customized thing there, Zara.
Yeah,
Zara.
yeah. It was
Highly
my brother-in-law
customized.
saw me doing it, and he was just laughing. He goes, you could get stronger magnification and just put those on when you stitch. And I was like, no, then I can't see you. And he's like, it was just a whole. He was just confused, and then he harassed me for about 20 minutes about my. He says, what? If you had you could almost put 3 on, Beth. If you had a little bit longer of a nose.
Oh, no.
So have you
like,
ever watched The Repair Shop
Yeah.
on
Yes.
BBC?
Yeah.
Every single one of those people, when they need extra magnification, puts 2 pairs of glasses on.
Oh
The
yeah.
watchmaker,
I never
he
noticed
usually
that.
he usually has one set up here and another set. Sometimes they're both up here, but he brings them down, and so he's got 2 layers of glasses.
Huh.
And some of the other ones do the same thing when they need a little more magnification. They just pop another set of glasses on top.
Well,
So what are your readers? Are they 2s,
I think these are actually 1s.
1s?
Yeah.
So you go to the Walgreens or Walmart or Target or wherever, and you take your
Right.
stitching with you.
1.25.
There you go. And then you just pick glasses and try them until you can see your needlework.
there you have it.
Yes.
Custom.
I have 2s, 2.25 for reading in bed. Then I have 2.5s for stitching. I have 3s for stitching. I have different ones all over the place.
Whatever does
But
it.
Yes.
You just wear the readers. You don't put them over your glasses, do you?
Yeah, no, because I can see far. I need to see up close. So
Yeah.
depending on how close I'm holding things, if I want to hold things closer, I need to get stronger because I can't. This is blurry. I can see here, but this is too much. So then I have to put on stronger ones so I can see here.
Oh.
But I try. It's not good ergonomics to stitch like this. So
No.
it's better to stitch down here where I'm at,
Everybody has
or
their system.
crochet.
Yeah.
Yes,
Or
crochet.
crochet.
That's cute.
Thanks.
Mhm.
You're
Yeah, I
making
heard
granny squares?
somebody told me that it's not uncommon
Not
for
really squares, but not granny squares.
Oh. Somebody told me it's
I'll
not
start.
uncommon for plumbers and construction workers and stuff to have glasses made and then have the magnifying part at the top
Oh,
because they're always laying down looking up,
and looking, yeah.
and so they'll tell the doctor put the magnifier at the top. Just
Hmm.
flip the whole thing over and then they can look up and see and it's magnified.
Oh,
Which is
okay.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
that
now that I can't see up close, you try to do something, you're upside down because you're trying, and then your glasses flip
Yeah.
up, and then
right.
you can't see, and
Right.
it's like, oh man.
No, they just
I
have
know.
them made reversed. Yeah.
I
Interesting.
was doing some work in post offices in northern Illinois, and one of the things we were doing was testing drinking water fountains for lead, and I had to get a serial number off the fountains. And so I'm laying on the floor trying to see the little tiny tag, moving my head to see if I could get the right point in my bifocal. And oh my God, what a pain in the butt.
Yeah. Well, that's exactly the situation where plumbers just have the glasses made the other way around, and then they just look up and yeah.
Yeah.
Now
That
you could
makes
just stick
sense.
your iPhone under there and take a picture and then
Yeah.
pull it out.
Yeah.
Well, now, but that was,
Yeah, but
You
that
know,
was back before.
that was, yeah, back before.
In the
Back
ancient
in the
days.
olden days.
Yep.
That's too funny.
Yep.
That's too
Hey,
funny.
gotta get a plug in for the Needle Arts Weekend. Hope people get signed up for that. Plenty of room still. If you think it's sold out, it's not. Plenty of room. So register. It's right there at the bottom of the screen. WeTalkFiber.com/weekend. All the details. Get yourself registered. We'd like to see. Be really great if all of you folks on Wednesday night could participate and kind of get to meet everybody face to face. So join us. WeTalkFiber.com/weekend, and we have the new one from Jeanette Tombaugh out of the box, where she's going to show us how to use Lutradur paper and macrame to enhance our design work. And then Kim, in the last Wednesday show Beth and I did, I gave some bad information because I was kind of faking it. Shouldn't do that. Your design has to be 4 inches. Your design that Kim is going to teach you how to finish has to be 4 inches, either round or square, because she's going to bring materials that are cut to finish something at 4 inches. So your design has to be 4 inches. So you can, if you have something already done, you can bring that, and you need to have a finished piece. And then there's 2 or 3, and when you register for that class, you'll get all this information. There's 2 or 3 on her website that are all 4 inches, and those will be identified in the material. And then Kim designed this one specifically for yes, I finished a project. Check it out right there.
Wow.
I know. We're very impressed.
Nice.
Very impressed.
Yeah.
So you'll get the chart for that, and then you can stitch that. It's pretty quick stitch, so you'll get the
Okay.
chart for that, and that's 4 inches, and then you bring that to class, and then Kim has all the other materials, and then you'll actually finish in class. You'll actually finish the piece in class, so that Kim can watch you and help you, and you'll finish it better than that.
Oh dear.
Yeah, it'll look a lot better than that.
So, were you finished? You weren't finished. You're just putting it behind,
Yeah,
right?
I'm just making
To get it out of your way.
making all the corners and stuff go away. So I just got some tape out, just fixed it.
Oh,
Because I did
goodness.
that little reel last night, and I was going to show it, and then I realized that it just looks crappy with all the corners sticking out and everything. All right, how to do it quick? So artist tape to the rescue.
I think that would have made a better reel. You should have just done that. You should have just done the reel with, say, here, if you don't want to learn to finish like this,
There's
come to our
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do
I
another
mean,
one.
seriously, Gary.
For
I'll do
sure.
another
Yeah.
Oh,
one.
my
I'll keep
goodness.
this and I'll do another one. If you don't
Yeah,
want yours to look like
absolutely.
this, then come to the class. Yeah. But so
Yeah.
anyway, yeah. So sign
Is
up.
she gonna
8 classes. What?
is she gonna teach finishing in a hoop, or is it gonna be like wrapping around
Wrapping around something. No, it's not going to go in a hoop.
card? Okay. Okay.
Yeah, because that's easy. I mean, that's just
Yeah.
thread around, pull it tight, and you're
Right.
done. Yeah. No,
Right.
she's going to teach you how to actually finish it. I'm sure on a card or some kind of a thing. Yeah.
Oh.
No,
Mat board or something. Okay.
not like this. So that's one of the classes. There's 8 classes. 8 classes. They're all free. They're all part of the entrance fee. So you can choose. You can do all of them if you want. But you can choose what you want to do. I just got to sign up, and we've got a room that's big enough that we can handle a good number of people. And then if there's more, then we'll run a second class if a class gets filled up. But there's 8 classes. They're all free in the thing, and we're going to do some videos here coming up with each of us who's teaching a class about what we're going to do. So we'll do some short little videos or reels or whatever it's going to be. But sign up. Now, the 18th of February is the last day to get in on the room block, to get the event price for the room, for your hotel room. So that's kind of a deadline. And I'm going to say, especially if you're driving in, March 1st is probably a good deadline. Oh, and that reminds me, somebody, and I sure hope they listen, somebody sent me an email wondering how late they could sign up because she was trying to deal with spring break and grandsons and so on. I cannot find that email. It was on my phone
no.
while I was, well, quite frankly, while I was sitting at a red light. And so, and I have no idea. I cannot find it. I've looked at every device, trash, everything. I cannot find that. So if you're the person who asked, just March 1st is fine. But keep in mind that the hotel rate goes away on the 18th of February. So if you're going to stay in a hotel, that's something to keep in mind. So sorry, whoever it was. And right after this show, you know that email is going to show up, guaranteed. But I've looked high and low. I have no idea what happened to it. I thought, oh, surely I accidentally trashed it. I can't even find it in the trash. I don't know what happened.
Don't you hate that? It just drives me bonkers.
Oh yeah, and you know, I got a good couple hours hunting that thing down, and I can't find
Oh
it
no.
because I wanted to help. You know, I wanted to help out. She asked a specific question, and I can't reply because I didn't. You know. So get signed up. WeTalkFiber.com/weekend, and there's a PDF you download. You select your classes and you send an email to Marg. It goes to Marga, and then she'll send you an invoice for the $300 for the weekend classes and everything's included in that $300. And then she'll also send you a link so you can book your hotel room. And then Kim's going to have a shop there. She's going to bring a miniature shop so you can do some shopping. And as I had mentioned a couple times, you know, the March Nashville market will be the first weekend in March. So, you know, a good way to put in an order and then have Kim bring that in the Sassy Jack's trailer and save yourself some postage. So, saw that comment in the Facebook group. Oh, I didn't even look there. So then that tells me that it was a notification I got on my phone while I was at the red light, and I just figured it was an email. Oh,
You're not
jeez.
supposed to be looking at your phone while you're at the red light.
I know.
Well, I wasn't going to say that, but
I know. I put it away before I hit the gas.
My phone stays in my
Thank you.
purse.
so
I
does
can't
mine.
say mine always
Yeah.
does.
See, my brother used to be an EMT, and you want to make him mad, you tell him you had your phone.
I will say though,
He works as an
I
You
handed.
know what makes me nuts is people don't pay attention to the light. And then you would not believe how long people will sit behind someone when the
Yep.
light is green and they don't beep them to go.
Hmm.
Forever. They'll miss the whole turn signal and everything. It's like, Because
they're also
everybody's
looking at
on
their
their
phone.
phone.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks, Allison. Now at least I know I'm semi-sane. Okay, I'll go to the Facebook group and answer that question. Jeez, I can't believe it. All that time I spent trying to find that. Usually if I see something come up, because a lot of times I just see it on my watch. That's just right up on the steering wheel. And then I'll hand my phone to Margaret and have her read it to me. So if it has to be
Oh.
addressed right away. But no, I used to be pretty bad at using my phone while driving, and I don't anymore.
Oh, I never have.
But at stoplights, yeah, I've been known to take a look. Yeah. Less now that I'm not working, I have to say
Mm.
the amount of time I spend looking at emails on my phone has gone down dramatically because I don't have all that business stuff that, somebody needs an answer right away. And it's, I have to say,
Yeah.
pretty nice. That's pretty nice. Yeah.
I was going to say that you like being retired.
So far, still waiting for those days where I got nothing to do and, can sit around. I'm still waiting for those, but yeah, it's I'm getting adjusted. That is one thing. That's a bad habit. Well, it's not a bad habit. I mean, constantly checking my phone when I was working is, that's just gets ingrained in you because, like the publisher wants an answer or somebody has a question or whatever, and you want to keep the motor running. And to not be looking at the phone all the time, because now so many times I'll look and there's nothing new there. And, that's right. I don't have to check every 10 minutes. So it's been an
Yeah.
adjustment. Yep. So thank you, Allison. Now I'm kind of semi-sane again. Anyway, get registered, please. Do it soon. We're soon going to have to start giving counts to the hotel for food and everything else. So we'd like to know. If you have questions, let me know. But we'd appreciate it if you'd get yourselves registered, and especially if you want to get that room rate. And there's no like some of the national seminars where you pay an extra fee if you don't stay in the hotel. That's not the case at all. If you're driving in, just pay the fee for the event. You don't have to stay in the hotel. You can stay somewhere else, drive home, stay with a friend, whatever.
And it's not going to be a huge event either. Like, what's the one?
No.
StitchCon that's like
Oh,
300 people in the room. No.
No.
That would be more people than I could handle.
Yeah, for
Or
sure.
with me.
no.
Oh, Gary, just a reminder, there is a kit fee for Jeanette's
Yes.
class.
Yes.
That's the only thing that's an extra fee.
Yeah, Jeanette Tombaugh, her thing, because she needs to provide that luchador paper, whatever, and whatever materials that she's going to use, it's a $10 fee. And we'll send you information on that if you sign up for that class. It's a $10 thing. And you work that out with Jeanette, and then she'll bring the material. It's not like she's going to ship it to you. She'll just bring it. But you do have to buy a $10 kit to be able to do what she wants to show you. I keep meaning to look up that luchador paper and see what that's all about,
Yeah, me too.
but I forget. So and then all the other classes are just free. Kelly Teskey's class, where you're making using those yo-yo shapes to make a needle book. She said she has more than enough stash, so you don't have to do anything for that. Yeah, it's the $300 and do it however you want. Yeah. So.
Yeah, we're gonna sit in a corner and play with our caskets.
There'll be a snooty casket table, and
We're not snooty. We want you to come and look and see what we're doing. Curiosity,
so there'll be a casket table. There's the Jennifer table where you can do the tamari and slow stitching, and Jennifer's going to have tamari at a couple, 3 different stages or whatever, and so you can test it and try it. That's going to be pretty cool because that's not something you just pick up and do. You got to have a little something. Is there a shuttle from the airport to the hotel? Ooh, Sandy. Good question. I don't think there is. It's not that far from the airport. I'll check, but I don't think there is. hotels are getting to do that less and less anymore.
Yeah.
The pandemic
Yeah.
took care of that, and then they conveniently never brought it back. So,
Right.
yeah, I'll check, Sandy, and I'll write to you, but I don't think so. And I made a note right here so that it wouldn't get lost in the shuffle. So
Yeah.
I'll check on that, but I'm pretty sure not, Sandy. But it is a short trip. If you need somebody to come and get you, let me know. We'll work it out.
Yeah.
Somehow or other, we can get you here.
Yeah.
So sign up, please. Join us. It's going to be fun. I just when we first set this up, I had visions that this Wednesday night group that there's so many of us that get together every other Wednesday. That would just be really cool if a bunch of you could join us, and we could meet face to face. And I just thought that would be
Right.
a real plus for this. So if you can make it, it would be great. And we we have it in St. Louis because it's kind of centrally located, so that you can, for a lot of people, drive. We were looking at how many surrounding states are within a 2, 3, 4 hour drive, and
That's
yeah.
close.
So, yep.
Yep.
Join
Not
us.
bad.
Looking forward to it. Yep. So, hang on. I survived. The Phoenix band sampler we've been talking about doing, Northern Expressions,
Yeah.
Phoenix band sampler. We're going to get started on that. My threads have been sitting in the postal system for a good week, and they can't seem to get them to my mailbox. So I'm anxious for that. But then we were talking, I think first what we're going to do is we're going to do woolen needle wool applique. Because Cindy and I have never done it, and Jennifer and Beth have. So we want to learn. So, yeah, like Beth's right there.
There's
Yeah,
Beth.
yeah, show something that's actually looks good. Yeah.
Finished.
Finish
It's
that.
finished.
Uh-huh.
Finished. There's the
Yeah.
back. Front, that's the back. Has a little opening.
Oh, it's really cute.
And Cindy's
Yeah,
going
it
to do
is.
that one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And then what, Jennifer, this is a Sue Spargo one you had, right? Is that what you were holding
What?
up?
Oh,
Oh, I thought.
I'm still working on my.
Yeah.
I've
That's your
done
needle?
some more.
That's so cool.
My needle
Needle
roll,
roll.
but I was sick, so I didn't work on this a lot because it needs more brain power than what I had. I worked on my slow stitch bag,
Yeah. Let's get to that
which I
in a
got
minute.
finished.
Let's get,
Yeah.
so we're gonna do, yeah, I want to focus on that. So we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do Beth and Jennifer teaching Cindy and me how to do this, and we'll do a video, and then we'll post it so that you'll have some instruction. And Cindy's gonna do the pouch, and I'm gonna do the table runner.
That's the same floral kind
Yeah.
of design.
Yeah, same. Yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah.
yeah,
And I have just to, because Jennifer's got the Sue Spargo needle roll. I have this bungalow kit that Sue
Oh,
offered
yes,
years
I've seen
ago.
that. That's cute.
Let's see
I
that.
think you can still get that or something very similar.
Yeah,
You
I
can,
think you
it's still
can.
out there.
Something sim. Yeah, it's still there.
I don't know if the kit, but I know the pattern's out there.
Right. And yeah, I have the kit. I'm sure I got this at a quilt show one time. So
Nice.
it's been sitting around. So since pre-pandemics, people who I say, "Oh, this is an old
Mm.
whip," and I'm like, "Yeah, this is probably 2017,
Yeah.
2016, maybe." See the date
Mhm.
on it. See if it has 2017.
Yeah,
Like,
she still sells kits on her website, so
yes,
Yeah.
yeah. So this will be nice. It's simple, and Sue does things different than the woolen
Mhm.
needle,
well,
and I think it's
because you
just a
have
matter
to
of
do so much stitching through those things you applique down that you don't want to have a sticky behind it, making it more difficult. That's why
Right.
she doesn't fuse stuff down.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
because we
So
asked.
right,
Mm.
right,
So,
right. And I did notice that when I was stitching on a nets piece from the woolen needle, because I did a little bit more embellishment on mine, and I was going through the sticky stuff, and it made me a
it's
little
hard.
annoyed. And I
And it
mean, and then
goops
I
up your
wish I had a,
needle.
because I think I poked holes in me.
Oh,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And it
Yeah.
makes
I
your
wish I'd
needle
have that.
gooky, and yeah, it's
Yes, and it is like,
so
yeah, I didn't like that. But
yeah.
it's a matter of personal preference. I think if you should try both ways. But then we can talk about that on our video.
yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of
So we're
talk.
gonna do a video and get Cindy and I are gonna get instructions from Beth and Jennifer as we go along, and then we'll post that, and then we'll have a show where you can ask questions. So if you want to do that, the woolen needle is where we got ours, and then the Phoenix
Mm.
chart. Let's see, my threads are on my way. You have yours, Cindy. Beth's warehouse had them. And Jennifer, I
And
don't think
Oh,
you're doing it, are you? No.
No, I'm doing Sue Spargo, I'm quilting, and then
Jennifer
just,
doesn't have
you
space.
know,
Jennifer doesn't have bandwidth for such things.
no,
Jennifer's
because I'm
babies are
doing
nuts.
quilting
Sandy
this year again. So
Sandy P says she's leaning towards deep blue or purple, which is what I have.
Yeah, yeah, and I'm doing it on Black Swan.
And mine's down. I ironed it so I'm going to put mine on my millennial frame because I realized I need to keep my slate frames for a couple of projects that has been promised for.
Oh, okay.
There's the color.
Yeah, let me see that. Wait,
Yeah,
wait,
look at
Cindy,
these
wait.
colors.
Oh yeah, oh yeah,
very pretty.
yeah. That's gonna work.
Yep.
hmm Looks like the colors for the sunflower ball that we did for Tamari with the deep blue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Is that blue or purple? You said it was purple?
It's really purple.
It just
Um,
shows blue on
but
the
it's showing blue on the camera.
right.
Yeah. Yeah, but it has a little bit of color variation in it. Not a lot. It's not real. It's just a little bit lighter in some spots. It's really pretty fabric. And it's made by the same person that does the thread, Fiberlicious Yummy Fibers.
yeah.
Only she did it for some other uh, person, and it's not, this color is not on her website. She's not
Mhm.
dyeing it because she dyed it for Stitchy Box.
Oh,
It's called Velvet Sky.
yeah.
But yeah, the colors just glow on this purple. Well, they
And
kind of glow anyway.
and when you go to the
Mhm.
fiber, if you use Fiberlicious, when you go to the site, they say they're custom dyeing house in 4 to 6 weeks. But when I ordered, they shipped within a couple of days, so they must have done up a bunch for this
Mm.
particular design. But yeah, they had it in the mail in a couple of days, and now the post office has been enjoying it ever since.
Yeah.
If I'd known, I'd have driven and gotten it, which
Oh
wouldn't
my
matter how far it
goodness.
was. I'd still have them faster.
So I got my extra threads. I ordered more threads probably about the same time you ordered yours because I'm doing this. This is 32 count. And so she says do the cross stitch with two strands. These are the beads.
hmm
Okay,
And then there's also some crystals.
that's right. I got to buy all those too. I forgot.
Yeah, and I'm waiting. I'm going to dig through my stash because my colors are a little different.
Yeah. Held off on the beads, Gary,
Okay.
um, because she suggests two different sizes, and I'm thinking I don't like the bigger ones, and you definitely won't because yours is on 40 count.
Right.
So these two are the same color. These are 8 O's, and these are 11 O's. And the 8 O's will be way too big on your fabric.
Yeah. Okay.
So you probably,
I want
you might
11s.
even want 11s or maybe even 15s.
I was just thinking 15s.
Okay.
15s. And I have
And then
15s too.
the crystals you'd want to size down too. So you might, just kind of wait until you get some stitching done on it, just
Okay.
to decide what you want for the size of the beads.
Okay.
And Lori was saying she's going to think about using an ash gray color for those, and I think that would be lovely too. A
Yes.
gray, and those colors would pop off the gray. I know it's stitched on white is what she
Hmm.
shows in her sample.
Yep.
But I think just, even just I wonder if a light blue or a light purple, I don't know.
Hmm.
You'd have to throw the colors down on the fabric, do a
Right.
but
Floss toss.
floss toss, yeah. But it's you guys have a lot of red and orange in yours. Mine is leaning more peachy, rust. Oh, mine here. I'll grab mine. They're across the table from me.
Yeah. Ash gray. That would look great.
Hmm.
Because that wouldn't that wouldn't be a great deal lighter than this, right? Actually, might look better than this. I don't know.
So
I'm going with this.
just
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, because that's what you got.
That's right. Well, and I'm anxious to use that because I like it. So
yeah, and I
this
Well,
is
just
and
ironed mine, and
this is your
it's got a little
selection,
bit of
Beth?
modeling. Yeah, I've got a little bit of this. Mine is very. I showed it to Cindy. Now this is blowing out here. Let's see if I pull it back. Oh, there it. Isn't that better? That's
Yeah.
better.
yeah, it looks like a sunrise.
Mm-hmm. And looking at even this, I don't remember if we thought this would go with it.
I think
This
we
is
kind of
actually, this is
decided
more
it did.
maroon.
I think what we thought was it depends on where it's used.
Right. And then I've got these from Vicky Clayton, which I won't be able to hold up, but I've got this like kind of a brownie, and it looks really good. And then I've got another gold that I think will work.
Hmm.
Yep.
So I'm gonna have to fussy cut mine when I stitch, but that's
Yeah.
fine.
You
That's
do.
fine.
What are you doing yours on? What's your ground?
It's gonna be 36 count black swan because I
Black
have
Oh,
swan.
it.
you're doing the black swan too. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And it isn't black. It's more
No.
of a very, very dark gray.
Right.
Right.
So I think it'll really look nice on this.
Yeah.
But I do have options with
Yep.
these. So
Yeah. No, when Lori said ash gray, I thought, oh, that's just going to be a little
Hmm.
lighter than the black swan. Yeah. See, yours is going to look
hmm
great.
yeah, I think,
Yeah.
and just I was bound and determined to use stuff from my stash. So this is just gotta use the stuff
Well,
from my
and
stash.
so for me, if I really kind of wanted to do it on 36 count, not 32, but by the time I looked at between the cost of buying extra thread or buying a new piece of fabric, it was more expensive to get a new piece of fabric,
Hmm.
assuming I could find the color I wanted,
Yeah.
Right.
which I couldn't find at looking at, several of the different places that have overdyed fabrics. And it's hard to tell online, but the ones I found were more blue than purple on screen. So in the end, I just bought extra thread.
Yeah. Easier. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And use that color you have. It's gorgeous. That
Hmm.
fabric's beautiful.
Yeah. It is.
Mhm.
And I don't mind stitching with two strands. Doesn't bother me at all. So
Yeah.
that
I
will be
avoid it.
fine.
Yep.
I know.
Well, I had this I did with two strands because on this was an experience. Um, I did this on 16 count Ada.
Hmm.
I haven't stitched on Ada in like forever. I mean forever. So that was a whole like, oh yeah,
Isn't
I
it so
remember
nice and
now.
easy?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
so easy. It's like a vacation.
I know,
It's like
I know. Took a little adjustment, but yeah, but it was yeah. I thought if I'm going to do this, then I'm going to change the game a little bit. So I went and got some 16 count Ada. Yeah. Um, so yeah, that was kind of fun. Yep.
I like 18 count Ada. That's my favorite.
Mm. Well,
Love
Kim had said,
stitching on 18 count.
yeah, Kim wants it on 16, so that's what I went with. But,
Okay.
yeah. So, yep. So that was an experience. Lori's, yeah, do it from stash. You bet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh my word! It's 5-2. Jennifer, show us. I want to see about this bag. Tell us about this bag.
Oh,
Holy smokes! What happened to the hour?
so this was the KZ Stevens circular round bottom bag that I was doing. I had the blocks that were the Dear Jane blocks,
Yeah, back up just a little bit. There we go.
and then I just did the slow stitching all around. And I did a little bit of flower stuff here and there, and then I
Pretty.
sewed it into the bag. I even stitched the inside. It's kind of hard to, you can kind of see some of the stitching. See how you can see some stitches there?
Yeah.
And then
That's so nice.
I made these little tabs out of fabric. And then I had an extra one, so I put my initials. It's kind of hard to see. My initials and the date, the year. And then
What
I
are the
got my
tabs for?
I need drawstrings. I don't have a
Oh,
drawstring yet. That's why I haven't put a picture online, because I haven't gotten drawstrings. I've been sick,
well,
so I
okay.
haven't been out and about.
What are you going to use for drawstrings?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I need to go to the store and see what they've got. I really don't want to make anything. I know I could, but I don't want to. I like this one because I use, that's the oyster stitch. Going the wrong way. The other way. There. That's the oyster stitch, and it looks like the flowers in the fabric.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that cool?
No,
Yeah,
when
that's nice.
okay, when you do, how do you do the bottom? So you got these squares, and then is the bottom two pieces or what?
I sewed all this together, like here. I've got another one, the other half. Ooh, floss falling. I've got this other half. So see how I sewed, and you mean the bottom?
Yeah.
Yeah, the bottom is a circle, and then another circle. So you have an inside circle bottom and an outside bottom, and an inside and an outside. So there's 4 layers of fabric here, because
Oh.
I have the quilting, the pieced blocks, and then a really loose muslin for the back, because just makes it easier to stitch through and easier to hide your knots. And then on the inside fabric too, I did the fabric and then the muslin backing and stitched through it.
Okay.
And then on the bottoms too, I did the muslin backing on each one.
So
So the
that
bottom is
bottom
just
look.
kind of slip stitched on?
I sewed it on, like
Okay.
proper. I did it all by hand though, no machines.
Okay. So there's a
But I
seam.
yeah, right here.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see. All right. Okay.
Yeah, so I hand sewed it all. And I just followed the pattern, the KZ Stevens. Where'd I put it? I put it in there. I can't get to it easy. But I got it off of the Sue Spargo website.
So how about drapery cord? the
Maybe,
kind of
yeah.
satin braided stuff.
Yeah. See how they're pretty small little holes though, so it can't be too thick.
No, but it comes in smaller. My first thought was
Yeah.
satin rat tail cord, but that's usually pretty thin. That might be too thin for
Yeah.
a good drawstring.
Find something.
But some of
I'll go
the
to
rayon twisted cord,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and that comes
That's
usually in some colors. The color range
Yeah.
isn't real great, but
Or I might just do a cream. A cream would be fine. A brown.
yep.
I really
okay.
like
So
my I like the background I made because this was just plain white,
Hmm.
and that's cross stitches and just running stitch,
Mm-hmm.
and I did it around.
Looks really great.
And this one always wanted to have circle. This one I was like, so that's why it's just the circles going around.
okay, so Jennifer, the pattern is, not complicated. It's a good, because I've seen
Yeah,
that
it's
pattern and
really
it's tempted
easy.
me.
It's
Um,
easy,
But
and you just you flip it inside out, like you leave a hole here on the lining, you leave a hole.
mhm.
That's how I sewed this in, because there was a hole, and you put it's flipped the other way out, so the lining's on the outside and this is on the inside, and then you
Mhm.
turn it and flip it and it makes magic, and boom, and you have a bag.
Yeah, yeah. And doesn't it do the seam too on the top then? If you do it right,
Yeah,
doesn't it do?
yeah.
yeah.
So
Mhm.
this is all
Yeah.
sewn together, and then I did a top stitching to make sure it lays that pink
Mhm.
is an
Mm-hmm.
outer top stitching, and then I just secured my ends and stuff inside here
Mhm.
because it's two-sided, and I was using thicker thread, so I couldn't pop it easily through the fabric like I would with quilting, because I was using 2 strands of DMC.
Mhm.
So I could have, but I didn't want to, because sometimes it'll
So
snag and make a funky snag in your fabric.
does the
And
pattern have the slow stitching instructions too, or did you just add that?
basic, yeah, real basic, it does.
Okay.
And then I did little flowers in the cornerstones.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Really looks great.
Yeah.
That's
I
nice.
love it. I love it.
Neat.
It's my bag. It makes me happy.
Mhm.
That's cool.
Yep. So then I've been quilting. I worked on my Sue Spargo some. And look it, pink and brown and pink and brown.
Yep.
Hey, I love
It's a
that
theme.
I
combination.
wonder what color combo I like.
Yep.
I love it. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It
Been working
is.
on this some, not as much though, because I've been not feeling good, and now I'm quilting, and I did finish a cross stitch. It's the O for the home in my housewife's home thing. Home is where the wreath is. And I
Yeah.
just need to mount it now and stick it, because I still have the Christmas one up, and it's not Christmas anymore.
Nope.
So
That went away.
yeah. So that's what I've been
Cool.
doing.
Love that bag.
Oh,
Is great.
here's part of my quilting.
Pretty.
Ta-da!
Wow. Look at those
Yeah.
points.
I know.
I know.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Ta-da! So that's what I've been doing. I'll be doing more quilting this year. I want to sew more on my, I want to do more quilting because I like it. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to combine it all together. And the Sue Spargo block of the month I'm going to be doing, I can't share because you're not allowed to until she's published the pattern, which won't be happening while we're working on it. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'll be working on Sue Spargo. I won't be able to show Sue Spargo, except for I
Is
can
it
show this, and I
is
can
it 12
show. Yeah, it's the whole year,
the
and
whole
then
year?
I can show the work I'm doing on this because she's published this.
Right.
Mhm.
And this was the block of the month I think last year, and
Mhm.
then this book and stuff just came out when we did this. So now that it's been published, we can show it. But since the other one, she's designing it and stuff while we're doing the block of the month, we're not allowed to show it,
Yeah. Yeah.
except in our extra special private Facebook group for only the Bloomer people.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Ooh.
So
Great.
yes.
All right, I think we'll wrap up here pretty quick. I have been since the 4th. Every day I have stitched. Just for the record,
Wow.
every single day I have stitched.
Yay.
And it doesn't look like much, but this is a lot of tedious work for Gay Ann Rogers' piece. But every
Nice.
day I have gotten some stitching in.
Very good.
Keeping up with it.
Yeah.
It was
I've
hard
done
yesterday.
something most every day, but I was sick, so there were some days I didn't do anything.
Yeah, well, that's understandable.
Yeah.
All right, I think we're going to wrap this up. Register for the weekend. Right there at the link, wetalkfiber.com/weekend. Register. We'd love to have you, love to meet you, and spend a weekend stitching with you. All the classes are at the link there, all the information. And join us March 21 to 23. We'd like to have you. Sunday is Melissa Galbraith and shoe. Well, she does much more than shoe embroidery, but the shoe embroidery is darn cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
So be sure and catch that. So we're going to call it there. Next week be a regular podcast, and then we'll be back in 2 weeks with another Stitch Hour. So thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.